Stop recording video.
Hello, folks. I'm filming this off of my iPad and I'm just going to start talking, start rambling. I've promised this on Facebook, on my live Facebook. So, my name's Stephen Ball, Magic Silver in Video. I've got some stuff to show off which I'll be showing in another video, but this video is for people on Facebook, people on the Mind the Mob website, and this is a general, me being Stephen Ball, me being ranting about some stuff. So what am I going to rant about? First and foremost, social media, and the point that social media just doesn't get out to the people it needs to, and social media has so much negative people. There's so many trolls on there, there's so many noobs on there. I might sound like a jerk because there's so many people that discuss on how bad Facebook is. I mean, literally, there are so many fake profiles on there. It's unbelievable. And, like, I know it can happen anywhere on the internet, which is what I'm also going to discuss in this video. If you see the description, you will see that I am meffed off completely. Because I just think Facebook could be more of a useful tool because it's so easy to post things. It's so easy to write your posts. You're not having to do any programming. All you need is your profile and you're done. Whereas a lot of these blogs, you need to set up a lot of things in order to, you need to be a major coder. You have to understand programming to even just get what you want out there. And that is, that is basically what you need. Okay. So with Facebook, why can't you, post something educational? You could make Facebook safer by, like, I don't know, making stuff educational. Because when I go on Facebook, it's even harder to browse really good pages. Because people don't want to read good stuff on Facebook. That's not what Facebook's all about. It should be about it. Because I was reading some brilliant stuff on Facebook. And I've shared it and people have read it and liked it. And good on them. Now, the point is, I've done stuff on Facebook and it's hurt some viewers and it's probably going to hurt some YouTube viewers as well. There is, like, where comes the good, comes the bad. And I just think that, I've done a business perspective video on things, how Magic Silver Room is going and stuff. I really think you're not going to make the internet any safer. It's just like YouTube isn't safe. Sorry about that. Like, you search YouTube and there's stuff on there. There is content. It's age restricted, but it's there. And there are kid-friendly websites that aren't safe because there is, again, trolls accessing that website, making sure that you have something to trip on. So here's my take on the internet, and I say this to a lot of people, and a lot of people don't believe me, but it's it's true. The internet is literally like going out into the street. If you want that enclosed stuff, um, you have to make your own web page and stuff, where it's personal to you. So if you're going to make something kid friendly, make it as personal to you so no one else can see it. And that's like literally standing in your driveway. Yeah? So, I know when you're going to the internet, you're literally like, it's like the equivalent of stepping into the street. Boom. You're on the internet, boom, you're in the street. But you could literally have, something like standing in your back garden or standing in your front garden. You could write something that's personal to you. People will see it if they are tagged in it or whatever. And that's like standing in your front and back garden. And once you're on the internet, I've just said it, it's like literally you're in the street, boom. And there was an article about it a few years ago. And people don't believe me when I say it, but it is literally the equivalent to standing in the street. And there are people on the internet that are just like people in the street. Okay, there are a lot of robots and stuff. There are probably a lot more dangerous people on the internet than there are in the street because of the internet, they're not in the street. In the old days, or in the 90s, in the 80s, 90s, and before, there would have probably been hidden down some dark alley. I know when I was a kid, I was told not to go down a certain street or go down somewhere because there was somebody hidden. Because I remember we used to go down this. I remember as a kid, there was this really cool ramp. I'm not meaning to scare people, but it's probably not going to scare many people these days because, I'm coming to it. But there used to be a ramp, and I was told not to go down it. It was just part of the street. We used to go into this drive, and we were told not to go down that way because there were, people that weren't very nice. And now things have changed rapidly. So rapidly that we have the internet and people go online. I'm not scared of going online, but I know people who are, and I'm not making this YouTube video to scare people. If anything else, I'm my own points. I forgot to say at the beginning, this is all opinion based. I just think, if you're going to sit down and educate kids, say, look, right, kids, if you were in the park and someone said, come see my puppy or, come look at my car, you wouldn't do it. And that's something straight out that you'd say to them. You wouldn't do it. Unless you don't want to see mommy and daddy again, you just wouldn't do it. Right? That's something you want to say to your kids. Right? Something else you want to say to your kids is, right, when you go online, be careful. Whatever website you go on, there will be a link. Okay? Do not click links unless you understand what those links. And even for vulnerable adults, there are lots of links out there that But literally there are tons and tons of stuff on the internet that educate people about stranger danger. My whole point is not about stranger danger. Because stranger danger is another thing altogether. Another argument within itself. And I don't promote that. I'm not about promoting that at all. I've been to a lot of places. A lot of these mental health groups, will not use Facebook. They won't use blogs. They won't use the internet at all because they're trying to close people out of not using the internet. And that, to be frankly honest, I think that is bad. If you're a mental health group, whatever, you should have a Facebook thing up there. Because a lot of people are using social media, even people with learning disabilities and learning difficulties, are using the internet and people with autism are using the internet. Myself, I've got Asperger's, I'm on the autism spectrum, is using the internet. Now, like 5 or 10 years ago, I wouldn't have been using the internet. When I left school and I went to college, I had to use the internet every day, all day, for research. And if you use the websites in the right way, you use your search in the right way, and if you got a good internet blocker as well. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about I'm giving a rant, but if I'm educating people as well, that's good. Well, that's what I'm here to do, is educate the noobs and the trolls who've been on our imaginary website, who have been on Facebook, and they're stumbling across this video. I am not here to tell you who I am, what I am. There's plenty of videos, again, that I have done that, I'm going to make a playlist. And literally, I'm not forcing people to watch my videos on YouTube or Facebook. And I'm not forcing people to watch them. The reason I come on here and discussing all of this, and the reason I've come on this YouTube and discussed, is because this is more educational. You can go on YouTube anywhere, and it will not block. If you haven't got the time to watch this at home, you can go to a library. Some libraries will allow Facebook now, so you can watch. But literally, the point is, I want this people to take something with them. Like, people will be watching this video in their beds, so and probably the thing they watch before they close their eyes. And literally, that's something we do these days. And we want something virtual and personal. We want something there to take with us all the time. Well, this video, I want you guys to add it to your playlists or whatever. I am not forcing people to subscribe. I'm not forcing people to like and share. I will say that at the end, but but I'm not forcing people to do it. And there is a lot of YouTubers that are doing the same. Okay, there's a lot of pay. I don't get paid for my YouTube stuff. So I can say, like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. If you choose not to, that's fine. But for people who've watched this video all the way to the end, good on you. This is an interesting video. This has hit you. There are a lot of videos out there that explain, But like I said, I'm kind of being a bit, what's the word for saying, I'm not telling you what I am and who I am. I'm not hiding myself. There are just previous videos, and you can go back and watch them. I'm fed up of describing myself to people. I do it on air every week. I'm a broadcaster, so I do it every week on air. And I will do it in a Q&A video. And I'm waiting for a proper Q&A video to come along, and I will, I'll mention it. But I just think for this video, it's irrelevant. And I just think if I describe who I am in this video, it'll change the video entirely. And I just think there is people out there that are using Facebook or any other social media site as something negative. And there are hundreds of negative websites out there. Thousands, probably millions, probably billions. If you were to type in a list of slam books, there would be, honest to goodness, you wouldn't have time to look through them all. But